But then Stephen A. pivoted it to talking about me.
After hearing Stephen A. Smith take his shot,
and I will not deny it, I think he's a fat, no-good bastard who I despise to the core.
without even naming him, we knew who it was. Jason Whitlock has now responded.
I'm up here and he's down here. And then the real shot he's taking is, and Jason, or fat bastard, me, he's built his entire career on maligning and smearing black people.
Well,
I'm not an expert on the police. I can't decide if Colin Kaepernick is a world-class Twitter troll or a world-class attention whore. I think athletes have gone too far with the virtue signaling and taking a knee. I don't hate or dislike black women, but damn it, I don't like or respect the way they're behaving. And I just think it's a joke. It's like we want to turn Serena into this victim. We want to talk about all this black girl magic. This right here is black girl tragic. Racism is an issue in America, but it is primarily an issue for the poor. It's not LeBron James's issue. We have radicalized a group of young people. You're seeing it pronounced in sports, these black athletes that have been radicalized and made to hate their country. Kobe Bryant, the most fraudulent superstar celebrity athlete we have ever seen.
hate to say it, dude's got a point.
His dispute with Max Kellerman and Marcellus Wiley isn't going well. And so what he's saying to the audience, and the whole purpose of why he did this segment on Marcellus, was that so he could direct the animus. Hey, I know y'all mad at me. I know y'all think I was wrong for criticizing Max. I know what Marcellus said, y'all are buying into. But let me redirect your attention over to Jason Whitlock. He's the real bad guy.
Partially true, but the pivot here is blasphemous from Whitlock.
Again, we've spent a lot of this week talking about the cowardice of people in foreign countries using babies as human shields and women as human shields and all of that. And that is wrong what Hamas is doing. I don't want to diminish that in any way with these comments, but this is the same type of, or obviously not as bad, but it's the same type of cowardice Stephen A. Smith is showing.
Oh, I mean, look, man. I am rarely left speechless by Jason Whitlock's antics. But to compare colonization and the death of thousands of innocent people to Stephen A. Smith calling you fat is one of the worst pivots I have ever seen from one of the worst bad faith actors for profit that I have ever seen. Just wow, man. Then Whitlock claims he knows the reason Max Kellerman was kicked off the show.
What Max Kellerman did and was doing to Stephen A. Smith throughout their time together on First Take. Max Kellerman was trying to damage Stephen A. Smith's reputation with the black audience.
This is flat out incorrect.
You had an opportunity to show up for a workout. And oh, by the way, you showed up in a Kuta Kente shirt. That's what you did for owners that you want to play for. Now, whether you like it or not, the bottom line is they're owners in the league with the ability to employ you. When you want a job, These are not things that you do.
Who cares if he's wearing a Kunta Kinte T-shirt? Like, is our original sin in this country slavery, yes or no? Is that the reason that 31 of the 32 owners are white, yes or no? Because of the power structure, yes or no? Yes, of course it is. That's the very thing that's related to the reason Kaepernick was protesting in the first place. So what if he shows up with the Kunta Kinte T-shirt? When it came to not changing the language of the waiver, they didn't sign. But he's there. What are you going to do?
All right, guys, we got to give Howard the last word.
I will give him the last word, but just for clarification purposes, are you sure that the NFL is not telling the truth? You spoke to Colin Kaepernick's camp. Did you speak to the NFL?
No, but I have the information as reported by you that the NFL is giving, and it does not jibe with reality.
Okay. All right. So you're saying the NFL's lying?
It appears to me the NFL is lying.
Go ahead.
He was left with no choice, as these are rather easy positions to take, Jason, unlike this.
Blood in, blood out. Trump in, Trump out. I actually think Kanye was on point.
Kanye was on point, huh? Interesting. This is also a guy who will defend the Jews in Israel. In addition,
He sat on air and giggled when Terrell Owens said that Max is blacker than you. He allowed that narrative to be built.
also incorrect. Let's go back and just listen to that giggle, shall we?
What he wanted was transparency for people to see the full workout, to see the full Colin Kaepernick. Again, you mentioned obviously Max is going to get in here, and like I said, I'm in the streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A. with what he's coming, with his commentary.
With all due respect, my brother.
I'm just saying, dog.
Wait a minute. Wait to finish.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna check you right now. You don't cross the line.
I'm just saying.
Time. Wait a minute.
Where is it? Where's the giggle, Jason, Mr. Sports Journalist? Where did Kellerman allow this to fester? Kind of sounds like he jumped right in to squash it. A complete bold-faced lie. He then says this of Undisputed in First Take.
They're built around appealing to unemployed, emasculated black men.
All right. I mean, look, maybe we should expect nothing less from this guy.
I'm a weird person. Is my soul dark? Perhaps. I'm not trying to, because I'm a failure in a lot of ways.
Lastly, Whitlock would take credit for Stephen A. ousting Max Kellerman.
If you go look at, because the reason I can see it is because I believed all the same thing, and I actually helped create the opportunity for Stephen A. Smith to run Max Kellerman up off the show. Because everybody could see that once Colin Cowherd left Speak for Yourself, and they allowed me to actually drive Speak for Yourself. Yes, Marcellus was my co-host, but I drove the show.
Honestly, like perfection. No notes.